Hello YouTubes, and welcome to my second bullet journal video, and I'm really excited to share this with you. I know it's super late, we're already halfway through March, and this is a February flip through and a March plan with me setup, but I did film it and I really wanted to share it with you, and it was either going to be never or late, so late it is. So even though we're halfway through March, I hope you enjoy this plan with me and flip through video. So we'll start off with the February flip through, and I'm actually really pleased with the way this month turned out. Here in South Africa, February is actually the warmest month of the year. It's the last month of summer and the sun is out, so I try to spend as much time outdoors at the beach as possible, which is why I decided to go with this beachy ocean theme for the month. And my cover page was this watercolor of a beach scene, which I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. I'm really getting the hang of this watercolor on the bullet journal paper, and to tie it all together, the quote for the month was, "Live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, and drink the wild air." So moving on to my monthly spread, again I just did this normal grid layout for all my important dates. Then I managed to fit in my habit tracker going along the bottom here, and just to fill in the gaps I did some paintings and drawings of some seashells, and then again another quote which I try to embody every day being a marine biologist, and it says, "For her the ocean was more than a dream. It was a place she needed to visit to find herself. And when she returned to the city, you could see the sun in her eyes, the wind in her hair, and taste the salt on her lips." So just a reminder to keep the beach vibe with you wherever you go in life, because nothing's better than a day at the beach. Then my usual spending tracker, and again I just use my watercolors to almost do these waves that separate out my different categories that I spend my money on, and then again just a watercolor heading at the top here. Also very simple sleep and mood trackers, again the watercolor heading with my sleep tracker over here, and I did a drawing of a nautilus shell actually, which turned out quite nicely, and I colored in a different color depending on how I was feeling throughout the day. Also have this very cool washi tape here, which I thought went very well with the theme. And then it was on to the first weekly spread. The month started off on a Thursday, so it was just one page spread here, and then I had a page free, so I decided to do another quote in watercolor, just something simple. And again the quote goes, "She loved the sea. She liked the sharp, salty smell of the air and the vastness of the horizons, bounded only by a vault of azure sky above. It made her feel small, but free as well." And this quote is actually from Game of Thrones, surprisingly. So that came out quite well. I quite liked the way that turned out. Then onto my first full weekly spread. Again, this nautical sort of rope theme with the anchor. I shortened, or I made smaller my weekly spread in terms of the amount of space I gave to each day, because I don't have much that I need to put in my days. Very big section for to do, my notes of the week, and then my section where I record what exactly I have accomplished for my work throughout the week. And this was just repeated throughout the month for each of the different weeks. Here, because it was Valentine's Day, I just put a photo of my boyfriend and I where we went to the gardens to celebrate Valentine's Day. I'm not a big Valentine's Day person, so I didn't go all hearts and flowery and lovey-dovey. So I just stuck with the monthly theme here. Then again, I just had some 2 Instax photos that I had taken of the beach before, which I stuck there. And then this is onto the last week. I really like the way these waves turned out to separate out my pages. And it was my sister's birthday, and I had a dinner with my family, and that was just a photo from that dinner. And then finally, my scientific papers for the month. These were the papers I wanted to read, the ones I actually did manage to read, and basically a summary sentence for each of the papers that I read. And yeah, that's it for February. Again, this was my sister's birthday, so this was just a collage page from her birthday party. And yeah, that was it for February. I'm really chuffed with the way it turned out, and I hope you like it too. So now we're moving on to March, and the theme for this month started off a little bit all over the place. I knew when I started that it definitely had to involve rabbits. So in February, we adopted our second rabbit to be friends with our rabbit that we've had now for over a year. But trying to get bunnies to become friends is actually quite a stressful process. So pretty much for the whole of February, I had bunny rabbits on the mind. And I thought the end of March was Easter time, so it was a perfect time to incorporate rabbits into my monthly theme. But to try and bring it all together into the theme was a bit tricky. So I started Googling rabbits and quotes and that sort of thing, and I came across this Alice in Wonderland theme. So that's what I decided to go with, sort of this whimsical, flowery, little bit of a crazy theme that involved these cute bunny rabbits. And I can't take credit for a lot of these drawings. I did this drawing tutorial by ChristineMyLinh. She's a fantastic YouTube bullet journalist. I'd highly recommend going to check her out. I'll put a link down to her below, and she really helped me sort of draw these rabbits to look super cute. So thank you to her. But yeah, this is my theme for the month. I've got my 2 rabbits sitting on the swing, and then I have a really cute quote below that says, "Please never stop being odd in the most wondrous ways." And I thought this tied in, it's a quote from Alice in Wonderland, and I thought it tied in nicely with this sort of whimsical theme that we're going with for the month. Moving on to the next page, which is sort of my monthly layout. I've stuck with the same layout that I've been using, which is this grid calendar layout, and I put in my habit tracker on the side. Unfortunately, because of space issues, I had to turn it on its side this time, but nevertheless it worked out alright. And then sort of carrying on with this whimsical Wonderland theme, I have these 2 banners at the top and then a quote down at the bottom that says, "If you don't know where you want to go, it doesn't matter which path you take." And this is highly relevant for me because I'm really struggling with where I want to go next year after my thesis. So it was a little bit of extra motivation from Alice in Wonderland to put down in the corner there for me. And then another one of these cute little bunnies who look a little bit lost and not sure which way he wants to go. I then bought this awesome washi tape that has these cute pink and yellow flamingos, which I thought went awesome with my theme. So that definitely is going to feature quite a lot throughout this month. This is my usual spending tracker. I find this really helpful to keep track of what I'm spending my money on. And again, I've just tied in this banner to go with the theme and a few flower banners to break off the different categories of my spending tracker. And then right at the end, I thought it looked a bit bare, so I decided to put in another cute little bunny into the corner, and he's busy checking out all his bills in his little book. Next page is onto my sleep tracker. Again, this is just a nice easy setup with the days down the side. I put in this awesome flamingo washi tape and the hours along the top and bottom, and so I can fill in how much I've been sleeping. And then on the other side is my mood tracker. So with the Alice in Wonderland theme, I decided to draw a whole bunch of these cute little teacups to track my mood, and I'll color in each little teacup depending on how I'm feeling throughout the day. Then again, to tie it all together, I added this little quote at the top that says, "Would you like an adventure now, or shall we have our tea first?" Which I thought was really, really cute. So this is the final flip through. As you'll notice, I added in a few extra details on a few of the pages. I added in a bit of washi tape here and there, a few borders here and there where I thought things were looking a bit bare and sparse. But yeah, it turned out quite well, I think. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was my first plan along with me, so please, if you have any comments or constructive criticism, leave them down below. I hope you feel a little bit inspired, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I hope you all have a happy day.